Here is the next chemistry practical, class 12. Next experiment that is based on chromatography. In this experiment, we have to separate the components present in a mixture of Cu2 plus ion, salt of copper, and a ferric salt. So we are separating Cu2 plus ions and Fe3 plus ions by ascending paper chromatography, and we will find their RF values also. The apparatus required is gas jar, Wattmann's filter paper strip, water as a solvent, mixture of Cu2 plus and Fe3 plus ions in the form of their salts, jar cover, capillary tube, petri dish, potassium ferrocyanide solution, and 50% solution of alcohol in water. So chromatography is basically a technique used for analysis and separation of components of a mixture. Principle of chromatography, very important. It is that the different components are differently adsorbed on an adsorbent. The adsorbent in this case is the Wattmann's filter paper that we are taking, and the copper and ferric ions, cupric and ferric ions, the salts, they will be adsorbed differently. That means we'll be able to separate them because they have different extent of adsorption on the paper. The components, they form a mixture, move from a moving phase onto stationary phase under the influence of a solvent. The components of mixture, they are present in moving phase. They move at different rates, different speeds through the stationary phase. That is the technique we are using. And eluent is the carrier portion of the mobile phase. It moves the analytes through the chromatogram. Procedure: we'll take the Wattmann's filter paper strip, rectangular one, and draw a line with a pencil approximately above 3 centimeters from one end. Then we'll put a drop of mixture of Cu2 plus and Fe3 plus salts at the center of the line with the help of a capillary. We'll suspend the filter paper vertically in a gas jar containing the solvent in such a way that the pencil line remains above the solvent level. The line, the dot that you have put on it, that should not touch the solvent, otherwise it will scatter. Keep the jar undisturbed for about 15 minutes. Take the filter paper out of the jar, dry it, and elute the chromatogram. That is, just take potassium ferrocyanide solution in a petri dish and allow the chromatogram to dip in that solution, then remove it. As soon as you dip it in the solution, the reaction between Cu2 plus and potassium ferrocyanide, as well as the reaction between Fe3 plus and potassium ferrocyanide will take place, and you will see the change in color. You can clearly distinguish then which is Cu2 plus and which is Fe3 plus. They'll be at a distance from each other because their speed or a rate of adsorption was different. So you will put pencil marks in the center of the blue spot, brown spot and solvent, and measure the distances of the spots from the original line. The original line that you had drawn with the pencil 3 centimeter from the end. For calculation of the RF values, we'll find out RF value, distance traveled by the component from the baseline, and it's a ratio basically, and the distance traveled by the solvent. Then you'll report the result. The colored components present in the mixture are separated by chromatography, and RF values of the blue spot and brown spot is of Cu2 plus, because when iron Fe3 plus salt reacts with potassium ferrocyanide, it gives you a blue colored solution, and when copper Cu2 plus reacts with potassium ferrocyanide, it gives a brown colored precipitate. So you will write the RF values here, and precautions will be should be that spots should be very small and rich in mixture. It should be concentrated one. Keep the strip erect. Do not let it to be curled, otherwise you will not get good results. Do not allow the spot to dip in the solvent and allow the spot to dry before putting the strip in the jar. This is the observation table, observations and calculations. This portion which is in red, as I always tell you, you should draw this with pencil neatly on the unruled side. So when you are writing this experiment, just on the opposite side where you are writing the procedure, you're mentioning RF value, draw it and put the values after measuring the distance traveled by the different ions and solvent using a pencil and scale. Label it also. When you dry that paper, that is called chromatogram. You have to paste the chromatogram also on the left hand side. So this table, calculations and chromatogram, these things should be on the left hand side page of your file, unruled one. And I will recommend that please see a video from online labs. I'll share the link to see that how chromatography is done. You can try it at home using the tissue paper. Obviously, the results will not be very good, but you can make out that how chromatography is done. So try this at home. Take a tissue paper and fold it or cut a rectangular strip the way you are supposed to do it in this experiment. And then you must be having black sketch pen at home. So just put a dot of black sketch pen on that line that you are putting roughly 3 centimeter above the base end of the strip, and then hang it in a glass which has water in it. This is how you can try this and see how chromatography works. You'll be able to see the different colors separating from that blue colored ink of the sketch pen. That's all about this experiment. Thank you.